So this morning I thought we would talk about purple perilla, known as zisuye in Chinese medicine. The zi in zisuye refers to purple, which is its purple color. And this herb we use a lot, all parts of it, the leaves, the stems, here's some stems, as well as the seeds. So I'm separating the leaves and the stems right now because they're kind of both used for slightly different purposes. The leaves, the zisuye leaves, are kind of warm, acrid. They're also quite bitter. I mean, it's called a Chinese basil, so it has this combination of being kind of a floral, aromatic, acrid, combined with a definite bitter taste too, which allows it to have a descending of the qi function. So the leaves are considered warm and acrid and are used to release the exterior. So you'll find it used often in the initial stages of a cold that has, trying to disperse wind cold with a warm aromatic herb. It's used in a famous formula with spring onion and black soybean, which work together to kind of provide the fluids to push to the exterior to push out a cold. And the stems here, known as zisugang, that they are less going to the exterior, but they have that similar bitter descending function. So it's often used for descending lung qi, as well as calming the stomach, calming the fetus is another category it's used in, but mostly it's good for descending the qi. So it's helpful in morning sickness. Both of these are, because it's a very gentle food grade herb. I mean, think of a type of basil. It's also in the mint family. So it's kind of at that level of strength in terms of herbal action or toxicity, being very non-toxic. So I'll go down to the garden and show you what it looks like as it's growing. So here we have some perilla growing, little tiny ones growing in the garden. And again, it is in the mint family, so it self-seeds and comes back all over the place. I grew purple and green perilla last year, so here's its green twin. So the green one is not used so much medicinally. It's more of a culinary one. It's a little bit less bitter and more floral and quite delicious. I put it in some salads and pestos and other things last year. And I have a number of, so this one over here, you can see it's slightly different because it has like more rounded leaves. This one is a Korean hyssop, which is very similar to an anise hyssop. So it has a licoricey flavor, which is good for making more just like fun daily teas. It's also, in the same way anise is a descending of the digestion, food stagnation type herb, that this makes a nice digestive tea as well. And so let's see, there's a lot of dark purple perilla growing in the garden here. So when the tatsoi is done, we're going to let some of these get bigger, and when they're usually done in the fall, I usually let it get to when it's starting to flower, and then pull them out to dry them. And yeah, it's a super easy to grow herb, so if you don't have it, I suggest you give it a try.